Genetic testing has been gaining popularity for people who want to know all about their family history and ancestry. But what if we could take a deeper look into our DNA to see how we can best treat our bodies? Our beauty expert, Mickey Williams, is here today to tell us about a genetic testing service called Arivale. Welcome back, Mickey.
Hey.
So Arivale is described as like an owner's manual for your body. How does that work?
It's pretty incredible. So we know that we can get genetic testing to kind of figure out, where we're from, or, what our origins are, our ancestry is. But what if we could figure out what we're predisposed to just by what our blood markers tell us? So Arivale is basically taking a deep dive into your genetics, but it's also going to read your behavior. They're going to hook you up with somebody who can help you with behavioral, all your lifestyle choices that are actually adding to it. So what they're trying to say is with their new program is that these are your genetics, but these aren't necessarily your destiny. So it's super easy. You go on and you apply basically to become a member. And like I just did it, and I'm on my journey this year to be the healthiest I've ever been. And this is such a great program for me because you just go in, you simply just give your blood like you would. They set you up with a bunch of different laboratories. And what they're doing is you're going to go through this discovery phase. When you give your blood, they're going to take up to like 30 days just to kind of run all of these incredible tests on you. They're going to find out your genetics. They're also going to run your blood, your saliva, but they're also going to check your gut microbiome. And we're finding that that has more and more that leads into how we kind of feel every day. So what Arivale is doing is they're going to help you not only kind of regulate if you want weight loss, but they're also going to regulate your sleep. They're going to help you achieve everything. And they're going to do that with coaching, dietitians. So that's where they're stepping away with their program. They're not just saying, hey, here's your DNA. Now you go off and figure out what to do with it. They're saying, okay, we're going to run all of these and find out everything that there is about you. And then we're going to hook you up with a dietitian. And you're going to have a call with a dietitian. And then after that, we're going to coach you along your way because we want your success as much as you want to be successful. They're changing the game a bit because they're saying, listen, this is your genetic coding, but this isn't your destiny.
Yeah, how much do genetics affect it? I mean, how much can we actually work with?
It's actually really interesting. They have this incredible graph where they tell you, here we are at 60% of what are, determinants of health in the U.S., 60% is behavior and environment. Isn't that incredible? And then like your health care is 10%, and then you also have 30% of genetics. So that is a pretty big slice. But imagine like your genetics, that's 30% of it. Then what do you do with your behavior? How do you make those lifestyle changes?
You can tailor it.
They have certified basic coaches that will help you make these lifestyle choices. So this is what the membership has. It has data. You get that data in the beginning, but then you get the coaching, you get that dietitian that you get to talk to, and then you also have, they put you within the action of what you need to do. And I have to say, so far, my personal journey has been incredible. A little while ago, I just took one of their basic tests. I'm now doing something that's more comprehensive in their program, but just learning through my genetics, I've always been on like a carb-free diet. I've lived off of that fad diet my whole life. Just by learning what I was predisposed to, I wasn't predisposed to basically gaining weight through carbs. I was predisposed to gaining weight through high fats. So learning that alone, I dropped 12 pounds. Just learning that alone, I dropped 12 pounds. And I think, oh my goodness, my whole life, I have been doing these kind of like carb-free diets, but that wasn't what was my genetics. So they kind of take away, hey, this might be the fad diet you've been on, but this is actually what your body, your custom code is going to work for you. So that's why they call it the owner's manual, because not everybody has the same owner's manual. This is really specific to you. But then again, they just don't kind of throw you out. They go ahead, they give you all of this, they figure out everything that's in there, but then they kind of give you a deep dive into your blood work, but then they set you up with that dietitian, which is part of the program, by the way. I mean, that could be up to $200 just to talk to a dietitian, but then they take that and they move it over to coaching after that. Hey, what are these behavioral changes? Hey, what time of the day do you eat? You have a coach, and statistically, we've found in our society that coaching really helps, right? We know that we love that support, but also to have someone who's a trained expert in behavior and also genetic coding as your coach, it's absolutely genius. And so far, my journey with it, I was giving blood the other day, you saw those pictures, and I have to do my gut microbiome, which I've always had issues with my digestive tract. So that's very important to me to figure out what's going on in there. But I have all of this information, and then it's out on the table, and someone can explain it to me. And that's why they're saying, hey, this isn't a one-off, this is actually a membership. And what's really cool about this membership is that right now, now, because I'm like, I love Arivale, they're actually, partnering with me, and they're going to do 50% off their membership by using my name in caps, MICKEY, but it's usually $199 a month, and now it's only going to be $99 a month. And you just think about it, just the dietitian alone would have taken up that amount of money.
Right.
You go into get your blood work done, that's all paid for by the program.
Oh, yeah,
All of that is in there. You don't have to you just show up to one of their labs, they run all this for you, and so you're basically taking a journey. You're learning your insides, and you're learning that owner's manual, and that is so important. So I'm finally ready to be completely healthy, but to know how I am healthy. That's
right,
the best
so
part.
it's not just ancestry and health data, it's the follow-up as well.
Your behavior, your lifestyle,
exactly,
everything.
and it all is
And
part of it.
Yeah, like you said, if it's fat, then you know how to control that instead of controlling what might be my problem.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
exactly.
more information on Arivale program, you can visit their website, and don't forget to use the offer code Mickey for 50% off a month. It's arivale.com. So use that promo code when you check out. We'll be right back.